This is very comfortable.
Intriguing! So you have the power of liquid shape.
Mostly solid, but yeah, I can do liquid sometimes.
You can shift the flesh like clay.
Yeah.
I have heard of some who have this ability. We have not been graced with such talent for a long time.
I'm just gonna shape shit. I'm gonna turn back as well. I finally turn back. Same here.
So tell me, mammals, what brings you here beyond the beasts? Or is that the only reason you have come to our oasis?
Gravity was a factor.
It indeed was.
Yeah.
I guess.
Ah, you must have entered from our cave. We have traps
Yes.
there for those that are not lizard folk.
Ah.
They work well. We can tell you they work well.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Good
I'm
engineering.
not sure. You did manage to make it here.
There's been a lot of things. No, sir, Your Majesty. No offense, but you're far from the worst thing that's tried to kill us and failed. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I can believe that. You are clearly warriors of skill. Which is why I am skeptical that you merely came here to recover beasts.
Well-
That is the whole reason.
They're
Yes.
friends and they're friends and companions. Why would we? Why wouldn't we?
They are not just beasts.
They have been with us
Apologies.
through many adventures.
I forget that your common tongue has different connotations. They are, of course, creatures with their own lives and thoughts. They are not property. I did not mean to imply such.
But if I may make an observation, you said this is a war tent. Who are you warring against?
The lizard folk have been embroiled in war almost since the dawn of man. It is a long, cruel war, a war without end. We have constantly been driven back, further and further from our lands, further and further from food, the far recesses of the world. Ours is a war that never ends, and ours is a war that so far is without victory. A war for survival, the only war, the greatest war.
I see.
You are dressed in armor. Are you not a warrior as well?
Well, I suppose, but really, we came to this island as a mission. You see, the surface world island has lost contact with much of the rest of the surface world. And we came here to investigate why that was the case. In one town, there was a vampire problem. Another one had werewolves. Cultists in another, and rednecks, I think, in the last.
Redneck. I'm not familiar with this species. Is it similar to redcap?
Yeah, but think redcaps, but all that nastiness, but humans instead.
Easy to think of. Humans are quite cruel. No offense,
Also less
noble warrior with mustache.
It's all right. It's clear to me that your kind have suffered much strife from mine.
Yes, but we also realize that humans are a complicated lot. It dawns on me that I have been rude. I have told you my name, but I have not asked for yours. Apologies for my lack of foresight.
I am Howard.
If you are free to share, what shall I call you?
The guy with the mustache is Howard. The cat's Aries.
I am Lilia.
T, timid.
My name is Ari.
Talia. You may know my mom. Some people call her Amelia. It's a bit of an in-joke.
Malia. And then he hears closely. I believe I have heard of ones of marking such as yours. You are of the Snake Clan.
It's not just snakes, but yeah, it's the Snake Clan.
You have been blessed, chosen by great primitive creatures, guardians of the old world, the awakened ones.
Awaken.
There are many of the awakened ones on this in this area. We are blessed with their patronage.
I think we may have met. We may have met some. Does the name Scorn ring any bells?
And Ragnak, he laughs, but lizard folk laughs are unsettling. I'm gonna just try one on for size. And while he does so, it looks like he's choking as his mouth just opens and he bobs his head repeatedly. Scorn is an awakened one. Scorn is very feisty. We must give him sacrifices of meat, or else he tries to raid us. Oh, that Scorn! What a rascal!
Oh, wait. The other awakened
will be
ones are
theropods.
two of them. Are there also a mating pair with a child that have, well, they have face, are kind of like the skull you're on?
Yes! Noble Goryu and Grimlock, and their child, Nashman!
Beautiful.
I'm now picturing the male being red, yellow, and silver.
TT is now sad that one of us that Grimlock didn't get to talk to one of us who spoke Draconic.
Yeah,
Oh, to be fair,
I was really hoping.
Grimlock could have been the female, because it's a fucking robot.
Both Goryu and Grimlock are male-coded in the comics, but, you know, either one. Goryu is also a Transformers dinosaur robot that turns into a T-Rex.
He is?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's probably Goryu, but American comics have
Oh.
pronounced it Goryu.
Okay.
Goryu sounds right.
Okay.
Because, like, in Shattered Glass, where Goryu is a good guy as opposed to a Decepticon, Goryu gets his name by, when he's attacking an Autobot, saying, "Me Goryu!" Like, he's gonna gore you. Like, it's pretty
Classy.
great. So, yes. If you guys had fallen into some of the other tunnels, you would have met other dinosaurs named after Dinobots. It was
So
actually
slag. So
I
slag
just-
swoop.
Now I get it. I was wondering why Scorn sounded familiar. That's the Spinosaurus Dinobot from the new movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
I was-
see it, but I bought the toy.
I was wondering about that. I was
Isn't
like,
already
Scorn
swoop?
Spinosaurus? Huh.
Yeah, Scorn. Scorn's actually pretty cool. It's got 3 sails, and it does like rolls. It does like a death roll on land. It's fucking awesome.
Anyways, back to the game. But we are dodging the issue. You are warriors of note. I can tell this by looking at you and by your manner. You have the arrogance of one who has won many victories in battle. I have this arrogance as well. It is the nature of warriors. If you truly did only come here to recover your... And for a second he tries to think. Friends, is that correct term?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Close.
A better term than beast? I will try to make a note of this. You only came to our area to recover your friends. What were you doing elsewhere on the island?
Long story, essentially, it's basic. The surface
I
on
think
the
we should
island.
let Howard explain
things
it.
Oh yeah, shit, you guys
Alright,
already
sorry.
explained it. Sorry, I got lost. You say that you are recovering towns. Are you doing this by accident? Were you given some sort of grand order?
I'd
The
call it a
latter.
grand order.
A little of both, honestly.
Half and a half.
Well, they are anyway. I'm just hanging out with friends.
We honestly don't know why. We
Such.
can't.
This is fun. Talia is great.
You could
We-
say
no.
it's an order from the highest order.
You,
I'm saying I don't know why she stays around us.
Josh,
Right.
We
figure-
couldn't. We couldn't. I haven't had-
At Howard's. Sorry to interrupt you, Casey, but Howard said something that's important. At Howard's word, Ragnar leans in and says, "I think I know what you mean, but please elaborate so I can be sure. A highest order, you say?"
Howard looks around at the others. You think it's okay?
They're lizard folk, so they probably worship one of our patrons.
Well,
Yeah, go
can't
ahead.
get out of the way, so they're not talking to anybody.
All right. The god Gothcliff tasked us with a mission to investigate the places of Conquered Worm because she, or he, I guess, depending upon your perspective, us to discover a way to give the undead more freedom in their choice in the afterlife.
The dragon god Gothmore is likewise allied with her to try to bring scaly kind back to prominence. Some regard.
Ragnar nods his head. Then we have similar sources. My people are following an order from on high, too. We believe the gods write messages in the stars. And the stars have a dangerous message as of late. But the chieftain can explain that better than I. I am simply a warrior. I believe that your cause is just. I will advocate for you.
Thank you very much.
I shall go seek out the chieftain. He must hear your story. We do not allow outsiders in here. We do not allow mammals in here. Not all mammals, just the mammals that talk. But I believe we must make an exception in your case. You may be more important than we know. You may be more important than you know.
isn't that
Excuse
the
me.
story of our? Isn't that the story of our lives?
And Ragnar
Okay,
lifts himself out. Do not
Okay,
try to
cool.
leave the village. It will end badly if you do.
Okay, question. How hot is it in this place? Is it like really hot and humid?
I'd say it's like 90 degrees.
Okay, so yeah, Laylee's feeling the heat and she decides to take off her coat and just her coat and gloves just to show off. So her arms are at least bare.
And you guys know the deal of Lelia's arms.
Yep.
Do you guys know the deal of Lelia's arms?
They're scaled.
Scaled.
Yep.
Yep. Can
She's
Aaron
got
just
the mark of the beast!
Aaron kind of just like give her a stink eye and like kind of take off her own let's trying to one up her.
Since
Stand
Eri is a
with him.
cat and it's really warm in here, she's half asleep.
Buddy,
Howard is
meanwhile-
unfazed.
That sounded like a fucking Darkest Dungeon.
Buddy,
Howard is unfazed.
Buddy, meanwhile, takes out a bag of gushers that he was given by the Faust. Starts eating the gushers before they get too melty.
Of course, the fucking slasher eats gushers.
Hey man. Hey man. You know what?
God damn it!
Hey man, gushers. I've been addicted to them since I was like 18.
They're delicious and also appropriate for a character who makes people gush blood.
Yes, that was the joke.
Okay, hopefully that offers a hook for anything. Okay, here's hoping.
Lelia, she's got demon skin.
Arrow's got dragon scales.
And I don't think the rest of your characters knew that, so
I
Scary.
showed
Yeah, she did
during
show
the
everyone.
whole campfire thing, Lily took off her shirt to show her whole scales and arms and scars.
Oh,
and,
I guess if you were
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
get Ragnar to react to that, you do realize he left the room before you did so, right?
yeah, Lily just took it off, so not to get a reaction for her sake. She took it off because she's hot. And I just realized that there was double meaning to that.
Fucking Chief's gonna walk in and going, "Oh shit, they're undressing."
Howard does not recognize the significance on Lelia's arms.
Yeah, you guys already know this shit. She's just taking it off because it's hot out,
Yeah.
hot and humid.
Yeah, honestly, like Arrow's honestly isn't really that much of a surprise. How much she brags about being a drag.
Talia just huffs cockily. What are sleeve wearers?
Tig is exploring under the table.
So Lily is just fanning herself.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just imagine it was like a stereotypical Southern cow. I had to declare.
I'm just picturing Layla into a big pose off now.
No.
And I'm gonna say this goes on for about 10 minutes before the tent opens up again, and stepping into the tent in an elaborate costume of animal hide, bones, and feathers is the lizard folk chieftain. You can tell because he's got the biggest hat.
A good system of government.
And let me try to get his voice correct. Well, mammals in our sanctuary.
It's Scott McNeil.
I'm trying my best to do Dinobot, yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
What are you vermin doing here?
Picking up our animals.
Our companions.
So I was informed. He's not quite as big as Ragnar, but he's still bigger than the average lizard folk, which is pretty fucking big for a humanoid. And he walks up to he gives you all the eye. I mean, he walks up really uncannily close to Howard, and sort of grabs Howard by the lower jaw, and looks him almost to the point where their eyes are touching. You are strong warriors, yes.
Yes.
He lets go of your jaw and he takes a step back. He scratches his chin contemplatively. You have violated our laws and intruded upon our land. But if you are willing to undertake great personal risk, we can forgive you and make this right, and allow you to be on your way with your animal friends. Is this acceptable to you?
I find that agreeable.
We find this acceptable, yes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes alone with these people is great personal risk.
She's got a point.
I just want my egg back.
He hears Talia's words, he thinks about it, and then he goes, mammal humor. I quite enjoy it. Come, we go to the pyramid of the true tyrant. Ragnak! Yes. Bring, and he looks over at the rest of you. 4 of your finest warriors. Wait. Five of your finest warriors will count the goblin.
What?
We go to the temple of the true tyrant. Come. Any motions?
So
You guys
that's all
follow?
of us. So one of us stay behind.
Oh no, all of you. He wants all of you to come.
Oh.
He's asking Ragnak to bring 5 of his strongest warriors.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
This is gonna be fun.
You guys
Oh my
ascend the
God.
steps. You guys ascend the steps with the chieftain.
I'm sorry.
What's so
I
funny?
just had, you'll find out if this is where I think it's gonna go.
Okay. You ascend the steps of the Great Pyramid with the chieftain. And as you're climbing up the steps soon enough, Ragnak appears with 5 very burly lizard folk. As you get close to the pyramid, you get a better look at the great big lizardy head on the pyramid. The head is worn and broken. It's rough and it's hard to make out the exact details of what its original shape was. You can tell that at the back of its neck, there are some very large spikes. But the rest of the head is so worn down you can't make out the exact shape. The lizard folk chieftain takes you inside the pyramid, and inside you see murals, like carved into the walls. So I guess more like sculptures, but they're flat. Murals of lizard folk towns, lizard folk raising whole hordes of dinosaurs, riding on the backs of T-Rexes.
And my kind of guys.
And the murals also include creatures that dwarf all of them. Giant monstrosities, some of which resemble the dinosaurs lizard folks ride, but bigger and burlier. Some of which look like giant bugs. Some of which are too strange to pin down what exactly they resemble.
Is it one of
But
those looks
all
kind of
of
like a
them-
plucked chicken? Looks kind of like a plucked chicken with spikes and fins.
No. But they're all very gigantic. And then the murals show humans. And the humans built towers. And the humans kill the lizard folk, and the humans kill the dinosaurs, and the humans burn the forests. And the giants fight the humans, the giant creatures fight the humans. And they bring the towers down, and the towers go in flames like the forests. And then they show an eye in the sky. And the eye shoots out a beam that strikes the giants down and forces the giants to be swallowed by the earth. And the human villages grow larger. And the humans wipe out more of the lizard folk. And soon there's one final mural of humans living in vast cities, and the lizard folk far in a distant remote swamp, few in number, without any creatures or protectors. And at the end of this mural there is a doorway, and the lizard folk chieftain takes you to it, into a very large chamber, with weapons on the walls, and a great big pit in the center. Ragnar's 5 soldiers follow behind him as you all enter this room, and they pull a lever which closes the door behind them. And the chieftain turns to you all and says, "My people are dying. We have been dying since the birth of man. Once we had protectors, the guardians of the world, the guardians of nature, the demigods, the kaiju. But the gods true rulers of the cosmos, looked upon humanity's works, looked upon humanity's art, their technology, and said, these creatures deserve to be cradled by civilization. These creatures deserve to flourish. And so the kaiju, those who protect the savage world, were stricken down, replaced with the new demigods, the arrogant demigods, the haughty ones, the dragons. And we were driven without our original protectors into the wilds. But the dragons were poor at their jobs. They too were too fond of humans. And in time, the humans destroyed them. And without the dragons and without the kaiju, there was no hope for us. Until the stars gave us a sign. The kaiju live still. We have searched for years, for the stars have given us other signs. Signs that the world is in peril. That soon, because of the machinations of the mammals, the great hellstorm will swallow us all. But the kaiju can stand against it. For kaiju have strength beyond strength. Sacrifice must be made. For a great kaiju slumbers beneath this pyramid.
What is its name? Does it have one?
And the chieftain smiles, holds up his hands, and the other lizard folk hold up their hands, and they hiss in a melodic fashion. And then the chieftain, in a slightly beautiful voice, sings. It's a retrosaur, 100 feet or more, bigger than you fear. Listen, can you hear? It's coming closer. You cannot run in any direction. No place to hide. Got no protection. It can be sorrow, blood, and destruction. But it can give you incredible emotion. Go, Tyrantus, go! Go, Tyrantus, go! For the lizards, for the planet! Fiend from outer space, vicious human race, our monstrous warrior comes on in for more. We feel in trouble, you cannot run in any direction. No place to hide, ain't got no protection. It can be sorrow, blood, and destruction, but it will give us incredible emotions. Go, Tyrantus, go! Gigantic lizard, superstar hero! Go, Tyrantus, go! For the lizards, for the planet! The other lizard folk are smashing their spears in celebration, and the chieftain holds up his hand and they stop. And he says, a troop of great warriors must die to awaken the god.
Oh.
We must fight. One group will live, one shall die. And Tyrantus will be awoken.
Is there any
Roll
is there any restriction as to how they can die?
Roll initiative. They're going to kill you.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus.
I was kind of hoping I'm also torn. Like, I'm just wondering if Tyrantus is here, then where's the king?
What?
The king.
King of Monsters, who was born in 1954.
Oh.
Tyrantus
Well, maybe
is the
he doesn't want to
Godzilla
use
of humans.
Gojira.
He's a killer.
Yeah, I specifically misled you as to what that statue was of on top of the temple.
In And I'll kind of give us a strong hint with the Tyrantus costume.
Yep, I did. But you all thought it was gonna be Godzilla, and instead it's my OC.
I was pretty certain it would be Tyrantus. I
Yeah.
knew.
I could feel it coming.
That's kind of wondering,
Now
like,
I'm starting to think that Pathogen will be the final boss, but we'll get there when we get there.
And, the coffee one is a horrible undead mutant about. Yeah, it checks out.
Wait. So now we got to make Godzilla.
Or something.
Nah, it's fine.
Considering they already
I'm gonna
exist.
guess that Talia has better dexterity than Howard.
Yeah, definitely.
Likely.
And Ari probably has better dexterity than Ayara.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
I've got a plan.
I've got a theory. It could be Buddy. Oh, I gotta roll for Buddy too. Oh, jeez.
Wait, by the way, Gigi, quick question. Did
Yeah.
you actually? Is that was that theme song modified for something, or is that something you made a
Go
full song?
Godzilla,
That-
go! It's a real
Oh.
song.
Yeah, that's Godzilla Jurassic
Ah.
Lizard Superstar Hero. Is the name of that song.
Okay, then in which case I've got a plan.
I've got a theory. It could be Buddy.
This session's completely different than I ever thought it would be.
Okay, so we have our initiative order. You have to fight and kill these 7 lizard folk because they want to kill you. Go.
Okay.
Let's see.
I have an idea.
Yeah, and you can do it on your turn.
Is it singing?
No.
The time has not come for our duet.
No.
But it will. It will.
The idea is I have it just mainly just summon it and just summon any two slabs of rock and just crush it and against one of in between crushing the lizard folk in between them.
Well, they're not all clumped together. They're kind of like 6 are behind the rest of you, and the chieftain is at the center. Well, is on the opposite side of the hole than the rest of you.
Who are you hitting?
Whoever's closest.
I'm gonna say one of the Lizard Folk warriors. So not the chieftain or Ragnarok, but one of the normal ones. Shit, that just misses.
Okay.
Wow, they have high AC.
They're pretty tough. This won't be easy. Theoretically, I said before you slaughter them all. There you go.
Well, we have
Ari, you have
Buddy.
Now you know
You
what
have
you
a
need to
move
roll to
action.
hit. So,
Yeah, you need a 27.
For reference, what's their alignment? True neutral, just flat out.
Most of them are true neutral. The chieftain is lawful neutral, and Ragnarok is lawful good.
Aww.
Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do. Time to use one of my Anarton spells.
Should I hit one of them with the no, should hitting one of them with the stick I just need too messed up. It's supposed to die and not explode into a confetti.
And plus, you don't know what it does.
Yeah, exactly.
Ares, your turnover?
yeah. Because I
Okay.
missed. Right?
Alright. Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have a second attack and a move option you can take if you'd like.
Well, I guess I'll move 5 feet back because if I rolled pretty high for that.
Yeah, you don't
one,
want
I
to
missed.
encourage an attack of opportunity, so yeah, you're fine.
Have some fitting music.
Yeah, a little bit. That's pretty appropriate. So I believe it would be Ayara.
Are there any lizardmen that kind of? Is there like? Are there any other lizardmen close together to one another?
I suppose they're probably within 5 feet of each other. Yeah. Most of the warriors,
Okay, then,
except for
and
the
there's-
chieftain.
Okay, now I'm gonna make 2 slabs of rock, one on either side of the whole group, and just slam them together as hard as I possibly can.
Okay. Do your damage.
I'm not too sure because that's stone shape. I'm not really too sure how that would work. Is the thing.
I don't think that's how that spell works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stone Shape says you can't use it to crush enemies.
In that case, I'm going to use. Let's see. I'm going to use instant weapon to make a chainsaw. Eddie's chainsaw.
Okay.
Then I'm going to charge the nearest lizard folk and attack it with it, and attack with that chainsaw.
I was gonna make a Gamers 2 joke, but then I remembered we have actually encountered chainsaws.
Yeah. There's a precedent.
Yes, I basically bullshitted it so that if AR's seen it, she can use it.
Okay, let me find Eddie's character sheet so I can give you chainsaw stats. Where are you, you son of a bitch?
Also, I'm kind of laughing manically as I rev it up. Time for the great communicator.
That's a pretty high attack.
Yeah, how did you get that attack with a chainsaw, buddy?
True strike. One of the things I got enchanted on my gauntlets. True strike. Basically,
Okay, so the chainsaw is 1d20 plus BAB plus strength. What else is in that equation for you?
And let's see. Okay, so let's see. So for damage, that would be 11 BAB.
Just gonna say, when I first heard what we needed to do, I was kind of expecting like a gauntlet of traps or being judged by a giant theropod or something.
Yeah. Didn't expect to have to fight a bunch of lizardmen that I really don't
Didn't
like.
expect for a Gorn fight,
and it does 12 d4, and also so the second in row stats is for the bleed.
Yep. So what that means is that until they can do a heal check every round afterwards, they get 12 points of damage automatically.
Because, as we've established, if I had to dance for a couple of giant fire-breathing theropods, I would have it made.
Yeah, but still, Ayara, I want to know where you got 37, because that's a 7. Your base attack bonus and strength should not equal 17.
She used True Strike. That's a
Okay, so what is
20.
that?
Which is permanently on the gauntlets. Basically, I had my line of thinking was if I'm ever going to go into melee combat, I'm gonna be damn well sure to hit.
Yeah, but it only works once, so you can't use True Strike, True Strike, True Strike, True.
When did you get True Strike gauntlets?
It was back when I enchanted the gauntlets.
I remember getting shot gauntlets, but I don't remember True Strike.
Okay.
That was part of what I got on the things.
All right, so you hit.
And so
roll your damage.
I'm rolling the damage now. 30.
You don't add damage for bleed. The bleed is always 12.
Then what's okay? So
So you add 12d4 plus your strength modifier, and then there's 12 points of bleed damage.
okay. Then okay, and in that case, it does 47 damage then. Sorry, my mistake.
Okay. Okay. So you chainsaw one of the lizard men, and you slash him up nasty bad. He is not happy with that. He's in pretty rough shape. Next.
Lelia is gonna get, since Lelia, the second in command, is gonna tackle the second in command of the lizard folk, which is Ragnarok,
Mm-hmm.
in a one-on-one. Cool. So Lelia is going to
Take out
cast.
her gun and shoot him.
No, she's gonna cast Chaos. She's gonna cast Dimensional Blade, which means she hits touch AC with both of her weapons, and Bane of Scaly Kind, which adds 2d6. And she rolls to attack.
And you have an anti-lawful thing as well, right?
Yeah, I have Chaos Blade.
Nice.
Chaos ability. Once per day, which is I can use
Roll
it.
my attacks and damage.
Doggies.
Just give me his touch AC so I can work it out from there. Since it's 4 attacks.
His touch AC is 10.
Okay, so. Okay, so 14. And that's just D20 without base attack bonus, so.
Damn. He's pretty fucked.
Yeah. So, right, so.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Hello? Okay,
6.
sorry for a minute. I thought I was going to cut out.
Eight. This is gonna take a while, so just nobody else focus on Ragnarok, because I think he's dead after I do all this fucking calculation bullshit.
Take what you want. Bad take, what you want to do, what you want to do when they come for you. Bad
Tig is
take.
not here.
Oh. I guess it's the chief. All right, chief. The chief runs at Howard with his lance. And he issues a challenge to Howard.
Oh, he's a cavalier.
You, with the mustache, you seem to be the leader of this outfit. We fight for glory. And then, well, that hits.
What's going on?
The chief is challenging you, cavalier style.
Good. Howard was going to do the same. I have no desire to kill you, but I have also no desire to die. And your ritual, but I nevertheless play my part in it to my fullest extent.
All right. He stabs you once with his lance and does 10 damage. Then he crits for his second stab.
Wait, what did he roll for it to hit?
Oh yeah, shit. Well, the first one was. I should probably check with that. Yeah. Does 30 hit you for the first one?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I assumed so, but I suppose I should have checked. And the second one was a natural 20 followed by a 19, so that's a critical, is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, he rolled shitty on his dice. So even though he gets to multiply it by 3, the damage he dealt was only. Oh wait, there's a +8 there. Shit. Okay. Actually, that is a pretty substantial. He does 33 damage for a total of 43 damage.
43 damage.
He just stabs you with that nasty lance.
Fucking enough.
I just realized I forgot to add my bonuses to my initiative, but it's too late now.
Much too late this time. Okay, Buddy's going to do very well today.
Okay, that's Alter Ragnarok. My 3 hits actually hit.
Nice. You cut him down in the prime of his youth.
You monster.
Yeah, you slice him open like a hot dog, and he is dead.
Wait, is that the
What
second
level
roll
was
that
he?
damage to him?
Oh
The
yeah,
first,
shit. Those are just your.
They?
the first two.
Second one is your damage, right? Like the 36, 38, 40.
Yeah, that's all damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Damn.
I had a bunch of buffs on him. My holy didn't work, but I had a touch of chaos, which was attacked chaos. So since he was lawful, it applied.
I mean, like here's the thing: you are 6 points above his total HP.
Damn.
He is dead. Like he's barely dead, but he's dead. You fucking diced him to pieces. So that was Lelia's turn. Tig is still missing.
Oh. But he has to get the animals.
Ragnarok is dead. The chief took his turn against Howard, so we're at Buddy. Okay. So Buddy hits on his first attack. Let's see if Buddy gets a cleave. Probably not. He can do insane damage, but he's not that insane. Yeah, he slashes one lizard folk pretty nasty. It's not happy with that arrangement. We need to find a way to upgrade Buddy's weapon at some point. That machete is just not very good on its own.
You could probably get in the chainsaw.
Yeah, we could. Well, yeah, I guess we could. It's possible. Theoretically possible. And Buddy gets a couple of attacks, correct, William? Yes, he does, that sweet boy. But the second one doesn't hit, so that's Buddy's turn. Oddly anticlimactic, but there we are. Talia?
I transform into an Allosaurus and just put myself between my friends and the lizard folk.
The lizard folk are slightly disheartened. They cannot go against their god.
Aww.
Howard, it's your turn.
Howard takes his great sword and
And challenges the chief.
yeah. Hit.
Say that one more time, you cut out a bit.
Does 30 hit?
30 definitely hits.
Should I calculate the second attack if that hits right now too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that one hits because that's even more than the last one.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Okay. How to roll damage.
how to roll damage.
So he does 52 damage with 2 swings of his great sword.
Damn, nice. You slashed the chieftain up pretty gnarly. You gave as good as you got. Nice. Let's have a lizard warriors. They're unsure of how to proceed. Their beloved boss is dead. The chief is currently embroiled, and one of their targets has turned into a creature that they hold as sacred, and vow not to attack unless it's in self-defense. So they're in a bit of a tumultuous emotional state until the chief says, "Fools! It is not the true form of the beast. It is sacrilege to take on the animal's form. Attack it!" At which point they all just gang up on poor Talia.
You were into it just a few minutes ago.
Oh, those fuckers are getting it.
One of them is dead by now, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
No, actually, I think they're all.
One of them got hit pretty bad by Aora, the other one hit pretty bad by Buddy.
Okay, so their attacks do. Talia, just tell me what your AC is so I can see if any of these hit.
19.
All right,
As an Allosaur?
one hits. Damn. They rolled shit. As per usual for a Pathfinder monster under my control. Nice. Talia, you take a grand total. You take a grand total of 14 damage from 5 different fucking spear attacks. You 4 of them fucking whipped it at the Allosaurus they're fighting.
He missed the Galosaurus.
Or their spear tips broke off and its armored hide, one of the two. Tig, you can go ahead and attack the 5 surviving lizard folk warriors. Howard's probably going to keep the chieftain's focus for a while.
So we're fighting them and an Allosaurus and everything's hit the wall?
No, I'm the Allosaurus.
Is Talia.
And I'm gonna. And soon as my turn rolls around, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them. Because I'm gonna start abusing some spells.
I don't want you all to die without knowing that I'm not doing this to disrespect your religion. I've just always liked dinosaurs.
So, I guess they're all clustered, or are they just spread out everywhere?
You're kind of in a one-on-one situation, or at least you were until Talia turned into an Allosaurus, but technically your turn preceded that, so we can just travel back in time. Walking of dinosaur style for you to do some shit.
But going back in time, it's a fire.
And Ragnarok's dead too.
Yeah, Ragnarok's dead though. Lelia murdered him in cold blood within like a turn because she's got some great anti-lawful spells.
Roll back the rock, turn back the clock.
At the dawn of time.
So
let Tig do something, damn it!
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the damn terrain before I can start doing shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, that wasn't at you. I was just... Fucking birds wouldn't go up. It's one of those nights. Okay, sorry. Okay, so turn back the clock. Everyone's one-on-one. Essentially. Right?
I just gutted someone with a chainsaw again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is that where we are?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Tig will not pull any weapons. He'll go on his knees. And go, please, make it quick.
All right, excellent. I'm gonna ask for one brief timeout while I go get a glass of milk because I'm beginning to feel dehydrated.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a Dr. Pepper.
Well, they did say they didn't count the goblin.
They said they will count. They said they will count them.
But yeah, I tried to do a one-on-one.
How tough are these guys, by the way?
You have to roll a 27 to hit him.
Eee.
I got lucky because I cast Dimensional Blade, which hits their touch AC.
Ah. Point. Oh yeah, I got
So
True Strike. I forgot,
so
I have True Strike, so fuck it.
So I technically rolled shit to attack, but since it's fucking touch
Okay.
AC, it didn't matter.
So I think it's Ares' turn then.
Yep.
Mm.
Unless Tig's gonna do anything more.
Oh, he's trying to fake the guy out and like do a little sneaky.
I will
Essentially,
say this: the lizards accept that you are groveling, but their turn is way after yours, so they can't really do much to show it.
all right. Can I like say that as a hold action until they? Since I didn't really do
Yeah.
anything.
In which case, we could say that you go right now because the wizards were the last ones to do shit.
Oh, okay. So they're all broke up and they're just doing.
They
They're
all
attacking
tried
themselves.
and failed to stab Talia. One nicked her a bit, but it was kind of pathetic.
Okay. While they're all kind of ganging up in her, I like to Tig would like to slip behind the nearest one and then trip the bastard. Remember correctly,
Roll.
it's CMB or C&D, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't there a giant pit?
It's CMB. So you roll a d20 plus whatever your CMB
And
is.
isn't there a giant
Really?
pit in this
Yep.
I thought
area?
I thought trip
Should
was
be been in the
CMB.
pit.